Hey, thanks for joining me. This is Paulie C from Early Bird Marketing. Today I want to talk to you about becoming a list building machine. Building a list, a responsive list, and a big list are two things you need to do in order to really make it in the internet marketing industry. So let's go over some really quick but easy tips that I can show you that have helped me build a massive list in both of my different companies. First thing you need to do if you want to build a list, because there's so many people out there today trying to build a list, is you need a kick-ass product. Step one, put together a kick-ass product. I hate to say it, but from my experience, the days of writing a small ebook and achieving some level of success with it are pretty much over. Unless your ebook is some groundbreaking revelation, people out there have been looking and they've probably already found it. So with that said, it's time to dive into some different types of delivery systems. Some of the really good things that I've had a ton of success with as of late have been videos. So for one of my businesses, for one of my lists, I put together a 55-minute video. This was an educational video teaching students step-by-step how to go through questions on one of their exams. It's a difficult exam, and taught them basically step-by-step how to become successful in answering these questions. 55 minutes. People are downloading this thing once almost every 20 minutes. So I'm getting a ton of opt-ins every single day. So make sure you put together something people like. Another really effective product is an interview. If you can interview someone who's well known or who is a big player in your industry, that really gets people's attention. So videos, interviews, any other unique product you might have. You could put together an ebook, but it's got to be something really cool. Okay, I personally don't usually download an ebook anymore. I like a video, I like interviews, I like really in-depth things. Also, something that's going to take someone 5 minutes to get through, unless it's going to teach them something really valuable, 5 minutes really isn't cutting it anymore, from my experience. Videos that are a little longer but really teach you something in-depth, something that would be maybe $100 value is what you should be aiming for. In my opinion, the more valuable that product, the more money you're going to make. So keep that in mind. All right, step one, kick-ass product. Step two, you need an awesome opt-in page, or we'll call it a squeeze page. You need an awesome squeeze page. How come? Well, technology is advancing really quickly. Things are getting fancier and fancier and fancier. So if they land on your squeeze page and it looks old school, chances are, unless you're one of the gurus in your niche and you're really well known, people aren't going to opt in based solely on that fact. They're going to trust someone who at least has the experience and the know-how to put together a really good looking squeeze page. Therefore, you need an awesome squeeze page. What am I going to recommend? There is a tool out there called OptimizePress. OptimizePress is a theme created by James Dyson, and the graphics on this thing were basically graphics that he tested for quite a while, figured out what converted the best, gave you this whole package. So you have a theme with awesome buy now buttons, graphics. You can have teaser videos on these things. You've probably heard of OptimizePress, but if you haven't, if you're not in the money-making niche, then you're probably in another niche where you might not have heard of this, but this can really, really do wonders for your business. So it's called OptimizePress. If you haven't heard of OptimizePress, write it down. It costs, I think, $97. Now, don't think of that as a cost. Think about that as an investment. Every person you get on your list has the potential to be a customer. This is probably one of the best investments you're going to make. And I know it's one of the best investments I've made in my business this year alone. Bar none, it has increased my sales, it has increased my opt-ins. It's even increased the relationship with my subscribers because right off the bat, they have a good impression of me because I put together really professional looking sales pages. So you need a great product, you need a really good opt-in page. Now it's time to go out and start bringing customers into your squeeze page. So how are we going to do that? The best way to do that is to do a few free techniques, and then once you've got some money to invest, do some paid techniques. The best free technique I can think about that produces quick results is something called a JV giveaway. JV, Joint Venture Giveaway. If you haven't heard of these, basically what they are is you take the free gift you have to get people to subscribe to your list and you add it to basically a big online store of free gifts. Now you might have hundreds of people from different business people coming together and putting all their products on this one web page. Now what happens is these are all free gifts. So every person who enters a free gift also has to go and tell their list, hey, go and check out all these free gifts. You can download them all for free. So what happens is you have to send a couple short emails to your list. If you don't have a list though, there's ways around that. But basically you can put up a couple free gifts, you tell your email list about this giveaway, and then you bring people in and you have hundreds of thousands of people downloading all these free gifts. Well, if you can make a nice ebook cover and you can make a nice make the product delivery look good, you can get people to click on that and then to opt in and get your gift. So JV giveaways. All you need to do is go to Google, type in JV giveaway and your niche. So if you're in weight loss, put JV giveaways weight loss or weight loss JV giveaways. Or if you're in, let's say, the real estate niche, real estate JV giveaways, etc., etc. So you just follow that, and I would recommend you try to do at least one per day. It might take you 10-15 minutes to do one a day. You sign up, you upload a couple things now, and it's a great way to build a list. Now there's a couple things that you're going to need. If you're creating an ebook, you're going to need an ebook cover. If you're creating a video, you might want a video cover to grab people's attention. So there's a great tool out there. It's called myecovermaker.com. myecovermaker.com will allow you to create really nice looking ebook covers, hardcover book stacks, stacks of DVDs, computer screens. You can do really almost anything with these. You can get them for free, or you can pay per item you create. Or what I do, because I make lists over and over, I just have a subscription for unlimited use, and it's $9 a month. Really worth it if you're going to get into making lots of products and then giving them away in these JV giveaways. So join JV giveaways, one per day if you can. Go to myecovermaker so that your product looks presentable. Because you could have the best product, but if you don't grab their attention with a cool design, cool graphics, you're just losing out. Okay, so JV giveaways are the first free way to build a list. Now there's another way that can cost a little bit of money, but definitely the best money, aside from Optimized Press, I can think that you can spend is on something called a solo ad. What are solo ads? Solo ads are basically finding someone with a list in your niche, paying them to send out a short email to their list saying, hey, my buddy's got this really cool product you can get for free. Go ahead and download it. And now if you're on anybody's email list, you've probably at some point or another gotten something like this. That's what a solo ad is. So you might pay $100 and they'll promise you, we'll deliver you, let's say, 100 clicks or 200 clicks. What that means is when that email is sent out, I promise we'll get you at least 100 to 200 people clicking on the link in the email. Now, your goal in the solo ad is to have a squeeze page that's really going to convert. If you can get a squeeze page converting at 30-40%, that means if you get 100 clicks, you could get 30 to 40 new subscribers. So those subscribers are worth a certain amount of money to you every month. So what you want to do is you want to test this out actually, first of all. Test it out on a smaller scale and see what kind of ratio you can get of people who click to people who subscribe. The highest you can possibly get that's the time when you want to really amplify this. So if you got let's say 100 clicks and 50 people join your list, that means 50% of the people are actually subscribing. That's a fantastic turnaround. That means 1 out of every 2 that land on that page are trying to grab your free gift. So you get it as good as you can, then you really start to pile it on. Find as many solo ad partners as you can, pay them because you're going to get a return on that's going to be worth more than you're actually investing. So that's a really, really good strategy. So let me just write those down. So first of all, where can you find these? You just Google them. So just Google solo ads in your niche. If you're in the internet marketing niche, you can go to Warrior Forum, and there's tons of people doing this. Now, one thing I wanted to say is, once you've found the recipe that works, where you're getting a better return on what you're spending, you can do one of these a day, you could do 2 a day, you could do 10 a day. It's pretty much endless because it's not like you're bombarding your own list. You're just building your list using someone else's. So you find different people and you just do it over and over. And it's a really good way to build a list quickly. You just want to make sure that everything's fine-tuned so that you're not wasting any money. Okay? So what do? So the second thing, you want to fine-tune your squeeze page. Now, if you ask different people what a good opt-in rate is, some people will say around 20, some say 30, some say over 50. It's really a kind of an objective thing, but what you want to do is just get it as high as you can to the point where you're seeing a return on your investment. Okay, fine-tune that squeeze page, and you want to make sure that when you get these people, you don't just try and sell them right away. Some people will try to sell someone right away. Here's your gift, grab this one-time offer. I absolutely don't believe in that because I'd rather pass up a $20 sale right now to potentially build that relationship and sell them on a higher-end product later. So if you want to offer a one-time offer, you can. I don't recommend that you do. But that's just my opinion because I value the long-term value of my customer as opposed to just making a quick buck and then losing them. I don't want to lose them. I want them there forever. Okay? And there's one more thing. Let's say you've established a bit of a list. There's one more thing you can do, and that's called an ad swap. An ad swap is simply finding someone else in your niche, the same size list, and doing a switch of emails. So let's say we got me right here, and then I find a guy, we both have lists of 1,000 people. Me and John each have 1,000 people. I'm going to find John, and we're going to do an ad swap. So John is going to take my email and send it to his list. I'm going to take John's email, send it to my list. We're going to offer each other's lists a chance to grab each other's free product. So what happens is, let's say we both get 25% opt-in rate. So that means out of all these, I would have 250 new people, and John could potentially get 250 new people. The best part about ad swaps is, so once you've got a little bit of a list, this costs you absolutely nothing. The thing is, though, you can't do these every single day because then your list is going to get tired of the fact that you're always offering them free products to get on someone else's list. Now, one thing I suggest, this is a really kind of a ninja technique that I've been doing for a little bit. I build a list specifically stating at the very beginning when they opt in, you can grab my free gift. I won't try to sell you anything, but every week I'm going to offer you a free gift. That means right from the get-go, they're thinking, okay, he's not going to sell me, he's just going to give me free stuff. So once you send them, you could send them something maybe every 4 or 5 days, maybe like every, Friday of one week, then Tuesday, then Saturday, then Tuesday, so it's kind of spread out. But you just send them, say, my buddy's got this cool free gift, and what happens is you're actually building a list so that you can you can run your own solo ads on. So if you have a nice list that just wants free gifts, you can actually make money off of that list based solely on the size of it by getting other people to pay you. So if you can see that connection, it's a really cool and a really easy technique. You just want to make sure that when they opt into your list, for that purpose you're going to build for solo ads, that they know you're not going to bombard them, but you're going to offer them free products. And if they like that idea, then good. If they don't, then that's not a problem. Okay? So that's basically all you really need to do to get rolling right away and become a list building machine. So remember, ad swaps, solo ads, JV giveaways, those are fantastic things. Make sure you got a kick-ass product because that's the most important thing to your success. Once you get them on that list, I don't suggest you sell to them. Build a relationship. Send them a few emails with lots of really good value. Then you can slowly introduce a product. Okay? Pauly C signing off from Early Bird Marketing. Become a list building machine today.